Hi, I'm Kimberly Schneiderman, Senior Practice Development Manager at Randstad RiseSmart. Here's a weekly tip for you. You've likely increased your networking activities during your career transition. Now, with the current pandemic impacting the freedom to meet in person, you may be wondering just how to keep up your networking efforts. Rest assured, people are still proactively networking and doing so in ways that fit their demands, lifestyles, and priorities. Here are some ways to help you navigate networking given this new experience we are all a part of. First, you need to choose a platform for your networking. It can be something easy peasy or more sophisticated. Use a technology platform that's familiar though if possible, and be sure to allow time to get to know the operations of the software before you start reaching out to contacts. Although similar in nature, each platform is also a little bit unique. They have different buttons, different functions, different features and capabilities, and different operations and nuances. Most have a free version that you can download, and some popular versions are here on the screen for you to consider. Next, you don't have to have the perfect background, but you do need a background that looks neat, so there isn't anything distracting the person that you're talking to. Position yourself in a way that shows that you're paying attention, and select clothes and appearance that make you look purposeful and that pays respect to the fact that you're in a meeting with somebody else. Find as quiet as a space as you can. Now, everyone understands real life right now. Don't worry about eliminating distractions or noise from other people in your household, but don't maximize them either. This isn't a phone call with grandma and grandpa, right? Then, in terms of an agenda for your meeting, plan to talk about the virus. Talk about the community impact as well as the company or industry impacts that you are seeing. At some point, you'll shift from problem sharing to opportunity exploring. And ask questions and then also be ready to answer some as well. Like, how are you being impacted? And how is the person you're speaking to being impacted? How are they coping? What are they finding to be the biggest hurdles? What changes have they made personally, and what changes do they see coming? You might even ask about how their company is being affected, and maybe explore how agile their company was to the work from home or 6 foot apart scenarios that we all have to take part in. When you shift the conversation, you're going to move from sharing problems and challenges to discussing opportunities and sharing ideas for the new future of work that is likely going to emerge in the coming months. You might explore the changes that you have experienced that you expect to endure past the pandemic. You know, the new work from home policies have really opened the eyes of a lot of companies that it is a doable scenario for their company. People are still getting work done. You might ask some other questions of the person that you're networking with also. Where do they see the opportunity for their company or their business after the crisis? And then during the recovery and rebuilding phases, then you might even explore whether there'd be interest in collaborating or partnering in that recovery planning. And finally, you've likely received somewhere between 50 and 100 emails in the past few weeks from any and every service that you've ever done business with or bought something from. Every company wants you to know that they're responding to the needs of the customers in light of the pandemic. Soon, these emails that you are receiving will shift to the what's next phase for the business. Explore how your contact's company might communicate during that next phase. Will they be sharing a lot of ideas with their customers or business partners? What do they hope to be communicating with people? And again, is there any opportunity for collaboration or partnership? Networking doesn't have to stop in the era of the pandemic. It does need to shift and align to the times. And the bottom line is that networking is about creating relationships, not about completing transactions that will lead to a job. Be curious about how your contacts are faring in this new world and seek to understand how they and their industries are adjusting to the needs put in front of them. Thank you for joining me today. For more ideas in your job search, be sure to tune in to upcoming webinars.